The video, well, it's not going to be the video, it's the audio because the sound doesn't come through clear on my laptop. But the audio about to listen to is going to prove two things. One, my thing where I say that palm colored is not far removed from their ancestors, the statement still stands. And two, this is going to give you a glimpse at what palm colored people think about us when we are not around. Mainly when they're around other palm colored individuals, whether it be family, friends, or whoever, in the comfort of their own home when there's no melanated people around. So I'm going to play this clip and I might play it back, to break down what she said, even though it's pretty self-explanatory.
Like a black person, like an African American, like a nice person, but then there's the niggers. I can't fucking stand those kind of black people. They should all fucking burn in hell and their Black Lives Matter and fucking cry themselves to sleep because the only reason why they're here is because we fucking transported them because they are fucking our slaves. They should still be our slaves. Rub my feet, nigger. That's your job. Oh my god. Between like a.
Okay, so you just heard what she said right there. Now I'm going to break down what happened, what she said in the video, but I'm also going to point out something that happened at the very end of this clip that is very interesting as well. Now, the first thing she said was, hold on, let me play it back.
Between like a black person, like an African American, like a nice person, but then there's the niggers.
Okay, she said there's a difference between the African American, the nice ones, and then you have the niggers. Where did she get that from? Because I remember a stand-up that Chris Rock did back in the 90s, and it became one of his most famous punchlines, where he says you have black people and then you have niggas. I'm telling you, that's where she got it from, or she probably heard it from one of her quote-unquote black friends say that. And then she peddled it. But she took it a step further because she added the ER at the end of it. Not to say that if she had just said it with the A that it would have been better, but she added the ER at the end of it.
I can't fucking stand those kind of black people. They should all fucking burn in hell.
She said she can't stand those out of whack people. They should all burn in hell. Well, my question to her is, what does she got to say about her palm colored individuals that pretty much cause all of this? And what does she have to say about the palm colored individuals that are shooting up schools and all types of stuff like that? She probably has nothing to say. She's remaining on code. She's covering for her own people's BS while having so much to say about us and saying we should all burn in hell. Oh, trust and believe, most of us have been living in hell ever since we got here, mainly thanks to the devil that brought us over here.
And their Black Lives Matter and fucking cry themselves to sleep because the only reason why they're here is because we fucking transported them because they are fucking our slaves.
Okay, then she mentioned Black Lives Matter. Listen, in its essence, Black Lives Matter was a good thing. Right now, we see it for what it is. They can continue to talk about Black Lives Matter all they want, because most black people see it for what it is. And then she says something about that they transferred, or let me rewind that part again.
Black Lives Matter and fucking cry themselves to sleep because the only reason why they're here is because we fucking transported them because they are fucking our slaves.
She said because we transported them because they were fucking our slaves. Notice she said they were fucking our slaves. The key words there was ours. What did I say about them not being far removed from their ancestors? I'm going to have to piggyback off of something that somebody replied to me with when I said that in the tweet, when I retweeted this video. They are past being far removed from their ancestors. They are their ancestors, especially this one right here. She said, and they were fucking our slaves, as if we were still enslaved by them today, as far as chattel slavery goes. She says we transported them over here because they were fucking our slaves. She didn't say their slaves as in her ancestors. She said our slaves as if this is still going on today in present tense. You gotta like really pay attention because like I said, if you don't replay stuff like this back and you don't break it down, you will miss stuff like that. Now let me continue.
They should still be our slaves.
You heard that? She said they should still be our slaves. Remember when I was saying how if you gave palm-colored people millions of dollars and set aside like a lot of land and said the only way you can get this land and this money is if you go out and round up as many black people as possible and turn them into your slaves, much like how your ancestors were, that's the only way you'll get it. She would probably be the first in line to do it. I promise you that.
Feet, nigger. That's your job.
Hold on, let me go back.
They should still be our slaves. Rub my feet, nigger.
She said they should still be our slaves. Rub our feet or rub my feet, nigger. And they say that we're the lazy ones. They say we are the lazy ones. She said, rub my feet, nigger. That's what she said. Now, what's interesting about this is that the whole time that she's saying this, her friend or whoever's holding the phone, who's recording her, she doesn't know she's being recorded. Because at the end, let me see if I can pause this right quick so you can actually see her reaction. Okay, this is at the end. I had to jump forward towards the end. If you could kind of make it out because it's kind of blurry, she has her hand up to her mouth and she gave this look to the person like, oh shit, I didn't know I was being recorded. But instead of it being one of shock, like, oh shit, like they're going to catch me, it was one of, oh shit, I got caught, but I'm going to still laugh it off. So she thinks what she said was funny, even though she was caught. And now the video is pretty much out there. I don't know who this chick is, but they need to find out whoever she is. And she has a job. She needs to be fired immediately. See, she's the type of person that will literally see you off one weekend if you work with her, say in a corporate job, and says, see you so-and-so next week. Enjoy your weekend. Then over the weekend, probably go to a clan meeting and then back in her corporate clothes on Monday and then ask you how your weekend was with a smile on her face. That's the type of person she is. So if she has any black friends or anything like that, hopefully they see this video and they cut her off, period. Especially if they are ADOS, because she just made a huge disrespectful indictment on you and your ancestors in 25 seconds. Now the thing is, the way the video came on, it came on like it was in mid conversation or maybe towards the end, because you know that she realized that she was being recorded. So it makes you wonder what was being said by her and everyone else in that room, because she wasn't the only one there. As you can see, someone else to the side of her, and I think it was somebody else that was walking, or maybe that was the same person that was sitting down. Then you have the person that was recording it. It makes you wonder what was being said before she got to the part that you heard. Like what kind of we can pretty much guess what kind of conversation they were having. And they tell us that we are the ones that cause the divide, that we are the ones that are the reason for what goes on in the establishment, that it's us, it's always us. Like literally, we are always held accountable for everybody's actions. I wouldn't be surprised if she blamed a black person for the reason she's having this conversation right now. And she's laughing right now because she thinks it's funny. And she probably saying in her mind that, oh, I can say this even if I'm being recorded and nothing will happen to me. Look at what just happened with that Heather Lynn Patton chick. She went on a whole tirade inside of a CVS yelling the N-word and jumping up and down and telling people you can get my license plate number, and still saying the N-word because she feels nothing's going to happen to her, because in this establishment, a white woman really has a lot of immunity. And notice that white women, palm-colored women, have been are some of the most vocal racists ever. Even a little bit some more than their men. Because you got to think, who's the first teacher of the child? The woman. So when you think about the racist history that is passed down through generation after generation, it usually comes from that palm-colored woman. Not saying that the man is not going to do anything, but that woman, when she opens up her mouth and spews this stuff out, it's like casting a spell. Like I said, not far removed from their ancestors. I give you exhibit A through Z. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.